Basketball's been around for many years. It was invented by a Canadian guy who was asked to come up with a game of skill that could be played indoors in a small space. Although it's a national sport here in Oz, it doesn't get a lot of attention. But there's one person who's tipped to get a lot of that in the Aussie Women's League. Liz Cambage was born in London, but her family moved to Australia when she was a baby. She got into basketball at the age of 10, after her mum encouraged her to join up to make new friends after moving house.
I absolutely hated playing basketball because I was such a little chubby, lazy kid, but yeah, it was a good idea by mum, I guess.
It wasn't easy growing up though.
That's me. How chubby. When I leave school, I'd like to be remembered by my tallness. When I get older, I would like to be a vet.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl.
As she predicted, her height became one of her memorable features. At the age of 10, Liz was already taller than most grown-ups. She was 182 centimetres tall. 4 years later, she'd grown to 198. And the last time she was measured, she was a whopping 203 centimetres tall. And she's still growing. But being a top basketballer isn't just about being tall, although it can be an advantage. You need to learn skills like dribbling and shooting. And for Liz, that took lots of hard work.
My first coach, he put a lot of, Leanne Gage put a lot of effort into me, I guess. Thinking about how bad it was back then.
At school, Liz was often teased about her height. But instead of beating her, the bullies made her more determined to succeed. And after lots of practice, Liz was picked up by the Australian Institute of Sport in Canberra and later signed for a professional team in Victoria. But even now, as a full international player, she still chooses to balance her time playing sport with studying. Although that could change if she's snapped up by some of the big teams overseas.
It's tough in Australia because over here it's all about the cricket and the AFL and rugby, but overseas it's a lot better. But I just wish it could get a lot better here in Australia. That's why we lose so many of our players to Europe and the WNBA, because there's really not enough for us here.
Next month, Liz will be a key player as Australia attempts to defend its title at the World Championships in the Czech Republic. Some basketball experts reckon she has what it takes to be one of the world's best players alongside fellow Aussie Lauren Jackson, proving that hard work pays off, and sometimes things like your height, which you may not appreciate, can work to your advantage.